I have 7 o'clock. Take my mic. Thank you.
Now it's on.
Now it's on. Have 7 o'clock. I call this meeting to order. The Honorable Colonel Brian Williams has agreed to say our invocation for us. So if you would, please stand.
Can I do it from here? Absolutely. Good deal. Hey, dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this wonderful meeting we have, that we get to exercise our democracy here. We pray for our city council, our mayor, and our officials. Just give them wisdom. Thank you so much for all the blessings that you give us living in this great city. Forgive us for our sins, because they are many. But we pray that you be with us tonight and help us to make wise decisions and open up our hearts for your word. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Colonel. Mayor?
Attention, salute, pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Miss Rita, if you'll do our roll call for us.
Council President Gill.
Here.
Councilmember Baker.
Here.
Councilmember Yeager.
Here.
Councilmember Alexander.
Here.
Councilmember Swafford.
Here.
Mayor Evans.
Here.
City Attorney Leah Madison.
Here.
Quorum.
All righty. Everyone's had a chance to review the minutes of the work session held on April 27th of 2026. So I would call for a motion to approve those.
Motion. Second.
I don't know who wants to do what, but we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Minutes are approved. Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting held on April 27th, 2026.
Motion.
Thank you. Second. Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Motion passes. All right, we have one item on unfinished business. Ordinance 1654 rezoning 1.2 acres at the corner of Corsby Street and Dawson Street from R2 to R4. Mr. Larry, could you advise us on that?
Yes, if you recall, at the last meeting, this was initially did not get a motion to introduce it, and I advised you should do that, so it's not lingering out there. So at this point, I would advise someone to make a motion to either approve it or deny it, and see if you get a second to either one of those.
Do we need to have another public hearing?
Do we need to have another vote?
Public hearing?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was not introduced last time, was it? Right.
Right.
Yeah, just someone needs to move to introduce it. That's all we gotta do.
We don't have to have a public hearing on it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna open a public hearing.
No, he hadn't advertised, remember that?
We've got to introduce it.
All right, well, if someone would make a motion to introduce ordinance 1654.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. It is introduced.
All right, Jeremy will schedule a public hearing for next time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, new business. Item number 8, resolution 26-0512, conveyance of a utility and telecommunications easement at Sparkman and Pine Street, to Hartselle Utilities Library Event Center project. Mr. Ben?
Yeah, as discussed earlier in the work session, as part of the new development of a library event center project, we're looking to try to convey a DUT utility communication easement around on 3 sides of the property. This is to encompass existing utilities that are already in place, as well as new utilities that'll be put in place out there as well. We're looking at a 15-foot easement around the perimeter.
All right. You've heard Mr. Ben's explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions?
Ben, what does, just for the sake of those in the audience and those on the council, what does this do for the city?
So currently, it helps the utilities be able to do work within those areas, it helps protect their infrastructure more than anything. So making sure that the city wouldn't put any type of permanent structures within those areas where that would have to be torn down to potentially work on that infrastructure.
Okay.
So more than anything, it's protection for that utility.
And understand too, this is not conveying title to the property, it's just an easement. We still maintain ownership. They have the right to put their utilities there, but we have the right to maintain it otherwise.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Motion passes. Item number 9, Resolution 26-0512A, vacating a dedicated public utility easement north of Pine Street. This is for the Library Event Center project. Ben?
Yeah, so going along the same lines, a while back, there used to be a street running through this property, and whenever that street was removed, they left a 25-foot utility easement going through the property. So just to help, we're asking to try to vacate that easement to clean up the site, remove any type of easements that are no longer being used. We've reached out to utilities. There's no infrastructure within that easement. And so I'm requesting to vacate that.
Okay. Heard Ben's explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussions or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Resolution passes. Item number 10, Ben, you're on a roll, man.
Yes.
Resolution 26-0512B, TAP Bethel Road Sidewalk Grant Project Addendum Agreement.
It's not Jeremy's not tonight.
Nope.
That's what he gets for going on vacation.
Yeah, so we're actually in design phase of our Bethel Street, Bethel Road TAP grant project. We were looking at doing a multi-use path down Bethel Street, and due to denial of a second phase of that project, we looked at changing the scope of the initial phase from Bethel Street to primarily down Bethel Road. So the new project limits would be putting in sidewalks from Bethel Road up to, trying to think of the name of that road.
From Highway 36.
Yeah, from
down
Highway
Bethel.
36 to down Bethel Road up to that last subdivision before you get to the church up there. I think it's Meadowview,
Meadowview.
I believe. And then also doing a section of sidewalks down Bethel Street, connecting on to the new future development there, Mountain View subdivision. So we will have a pedestrian signalized crossing as part of this project that'll have lighting to help any pedestrians cross there. This is requesting authorization for this supplementary agreement for the mayor to sign, requested by AlDOT. It's also accompanied by a resolution.
All right. You've heard Ben's explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Motion. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions?
But I have one question. I know on the
Yeah.
road, obviously going down Bethel Road, we were talking about earlier, I think in the work session, just about paving. Is there any potential loss in terms of funding if we were to put the sidewalk out there first and then have to come back and do the road? And obviously the weight and the machinery that's going to be on that potentially damaging the brand new sidewalks?
Yeah, that's something we're looking into. The way that the money is funded, it's essentially, we're going to be utilizing an existing bid that's already happened. So it's really going to be an unwritten check essentially for a dollar amount.
Yep.
And we'll be able to perform the work at a good time to be able to make these projects work good together.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. All right. Item number 11, consider authorizing the mayor to sign the MO airport 5-month or 5 MO?
5MO.
5MO Airport Fiscal Year 26 Grant Project, Garver Professional Services Agreement. Ben, you're up again.
So this is authorizing mayor to sign a new professional services agreement with Garver. This is for our FY FY26 grant project. So we're looking at relocating the existing fuel farm at the airport to a different location on the site, and plans going along with the capital improvement projects out there. This would lead into airport, the apron expansion at the airport. But this is kind of the first step. We're trying to utilize as small amount of funds this year as possible, utilizing funds that will go away if we don't use them this year. So.
All right. You've all heard Ben's explanation. Do I hear a motion?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions?
Is there anything on the, obviously on the, just limitation liability on anything? If the funding is not obviously proposed all the way through, or if there's something that's caught up, is like, what is our total exposure for the city in terms of financials?
The project's already approved.
Yep.
AAA and AlDOT have both approved it. It's gonna happen as long as we can, well, the application's already approved. We've already had a resolution in place. So at this point, this is just the contract with the engineer for them to perform the rest of the design. So.
Thank you.
All right. Any more questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. All right, item number 12. Thank you, Ben. Consider authorizing mayor to sign agreement with Sports Facilities Management LLC. The mayor?
Yes, I'd like to respectfully ask for you all to agree to authorize me to sign an agreement with Sports Facility Management Company to partner with us in the management of our Sparkman Park and additional park assets. This agreement has been thoroughly reviewed by our city attorney, Larry Madison, our city controller, Rita Lee, our city auditor and accountant, Daryl Waits, and myself. And we have reviewed this with a focus on financial impact, legal risk, and operational feasibility. I believe the agreement is sound, and you all have heard repeatedly the rationale as to why, and just to help us solve operational capacity, creating more consistency, a better experience for our residents, and improve our programming.
All right, you heard the mayor's explanation. Do I have a motion?
I motion.
All right,
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussions, questions?
I have a question for Councilmember Baker. You sent me an email. Did I adequately answer your question for you about this contract?
Yes, sir. Yeah, and and obviously to open, just for discussion purposes, I know there was a lot of things that I think I had mentioned to Mayor Evans that we discussed in our work session. So I had a thorough, probably 20, 25 questions that I had asked, and I felt that they were all answered adequately, and
Right,
I appreciate
thank
you guys.
Awesome. Anybody else? Nope. All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. All right, item number 13, consider approving CIP projects for remainder of fiscal year 2026 budget. Mayor?
Yes. So we looked at this at the work session last time in great detail. This time also re-reviewed this, and in summary, first of all, the sidewalk paving at the Civic Center, that it was decided to move that off of the CIP budget, and it's going to be paid for from bond funds. So we will have $30,000 for cemetery paving and repairs, $35,000 for a trip Highway 31 utilities relocation, $60,000 for the fire department Station 2 renovations, $18,000 for some rental containers for the sanitation department at Public Works. Is it rental containers? Runoff. That's what I thought. That doesn't sound right.
Well, they are rented.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
People
okay.
rent them.
Okay. Oh, there we go. And then the $27,000 for the cross conveyor for road repairs for Public Works. This also contains a line item for the new development department position, $55,000 for that, and the estimated SFC management fee and expenses from May to September $156,530 for that as well. So the that would be $170,000 for the CIP request, development position, and the estimated management fee. Was that 395,000, Rita? Is that how I read that number?
Yes.
Yeah, 395,566. Yep. In additional expenses for the remainder of the year.
Ben, do you mind giving us a list of roads in this? It's been previously approved, I know, but that you've added. I know we talked about it all at the same time. That will be added to the paving list. You can add all of them if you want to, but just let us know what all is about to be paved, hopefully within the next few months. But Ben's very persuasive.
Yeah, I'd like to give a caveat that it's, we've had the money ready to pay for several years, and
Right.
luckily we've finally been able to get them to do some work. We're all just kind of up to whoever wins the bid. Let's see, we've got Hickory Street, they're working on that now. Chestnut Street, they've still got a little bit left on it. Rock, working on it now. Short, Moss Chapel, Rice Road, Pineview Circle, Railroad Street, that's northwest, that's a segment of that. Woodmont Street, Bethel Street, Georgia Street, Madison, Hayes, and Adams, Cooper Lane, Eccles, Milner, Sloss, and Lovelady.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for your efforts, sir. All right, you've heard the mayor's explanation. Do I have someone make a motion?
Motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussions or questions? Okay. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There is none. Thank you. All right, announcements. Madam Mayor?
I'm speechless. I don't have any. I didn't have time to get anything ready, but I do want to just say thank you to our incredible staff. Enjoyed a great lunch today provided by the Hartselle Citizens. I always, so many words.
Police Academy.
Police Academy.
Alumni Association.
Alumni Association, thank you. And that was very, very kind of them. Also, thank you to the Chamber for hosting the annual Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. Thought that was a great success today. Thank you, Ben, for all of the work that you have been doing to get these roads paved. And I know you've been wearing a lot of hats in your partner's absence with Jeremy gone, and I really appreciate all you're doing to move the library project forward. Thank you to our Park and Rec staff and to Public Works for all of your flexibility as we're figuring things out on the, building the plane as we fly and that kind of thing. So, and thank you to you all citizens for showing up and expressing the care and concern for the city and holding us accountable. We're really grateful for the ways that you do that as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Baker?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Ben. I think the work that he does in this community is it just goes above and beyond. I think I haven't seen anybody else work as hard as you do. So just want to say thank you. Every day you do an incredible job, and obviously the team that we have across the city is amazing. And I appreciate Mayor Evans and Larry and Rita for their support on answering the questions that I've been asking and hounding them on the last couple of weeks. So thank you for y'all. And then lastly, just congratulations to the Hartselle Tigers softball team for going to state. And then also the baseball team playing this week at home. Looking forward to seeing Hartselle sports continue to rise, to win, and just represent Hartselle to the best of their ability. So I appreciate all y'all in attendance tonight as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Yaya.
I just want to thank Mayor Evans and Rita and Larry for just all the research and just the consistency of getting it right.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Don't forget to come downtown to Hartselle and shop local, please. And we should be hearing something soon on blessing the Safe Haven baby box coming in. So
Awesome.
stay tuned for that.
Thank you. Anything else? All right. Mike?
First of all, I had nothing to do with this, other than I was the right person at the spot, but it went to the and then happened to stop at the America 250 booth, and they scolded us because they could not believe that Hartselle was not a semi-quincentennial city. Well, while standing there and getting scolded, I pulled out my phone and realized, well, you can fill the form out on your phone, so I did it. And this certifies that Hartselle is an official America 250 Alabama semi-quincentennial city. They have met the criteria set forth by the Alabama USA Semi-Quincentennial Commission and the American Village, and earned the designation that signifies official participation in Alabama's commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So, very excited because they sent it to me, and I'm like, wow, I got a gift. But the best part is, we have an Alabama or America 250 flag that can now be flown somewhere in the city.
Yes.
So, yeah, very, very happy to have that. I like America. Hopefully y'all do too. Pretty exciting. That's all I have. Personally, Ben, I think you could do more. I know they thanked you a lot, but I'm not there yet. Everybody else, I'm a big fan of Tiffany. I think you did great with the SFC and the personnel piece, so I appreciate that.
Mike, did I hear there's a mural or something?
Oh yeah, so while at that booth, some other lady who I did not know came up to me and said, well, you're Hartselle? And I was like, yeah. And she said, well, if y'all have a grant, we're gonna match it. I'm like, okay. And apparently we now will get a America 250 mural somewhere in the city, free of charge. So they're working on locations for that. So very I should have went to that booth every day. I don't know what else we would have got, but they were very. So
Got you a
very
t-shirt.
good. Oh well, yes, I did. First, I had to spin a wheel and answer a question about history. I was able to do that, but I got a squishy ball. But my wife is a teacher, so I really wanted her to have a America 250 shirt. And thanks to some ladies on pier with me, they were able to sweet talk her into swapping. So yes, I did get a shirt.
Thanks, Mike.
Well,
Miss Virginia?
I just want to thank Rita and Larry for all the hard work behind the scenes. It was a tremendous lot of work and activity to get this up and going in our favor. Thank you.
Larry?
Well, I just want to say that I'm glad that's done. And I found out one thing, our mayor is willing to sit up all hours of the day and night when she has a question. And I think that shows her true dedication to getting the job done. I appreciate her efforts and incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Larry.
thank you.
Miss Rita?
I second what he said. I'm glad it's done. And yes, no one knows the amount of hours that the mayor has dedicated. She's sending emails at 11. Still working on that contract, so glad to see it approved.
All right. Just thank you to our employees that do a great job. And Byron, thanks for helping us out with the maintenance and everything at Park and Rec like you've done, man. We really appreciate you. And Ben too. Getting the papers here, man, just keep them coming. It's been a long time coming. Thank you. I'm really hopeful for a better experience in all facets of Park and Rec. And I think that this is the first step in that journey, and I think it will get much better. So I'm really excited about this. I know you can't tell. But anyway, that's all from me. If anyone from the audience would like to comment, please come up, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes. If you could come up here. Yeah. No, you're good. What was your name again?
My name is Michelle Hogue, Hoge. I work with your sister-in-law. I work for a major airline. So I know your sister-in-law. I have a question. No, this is the first time to attend anything like this. Where can I find how us as citizens are going to be affected in this 6 times revised SFM? I think I understood you to say it's been revised 6 times. Where can I find how that's going to affect my husband and I? we moved here from Decatur to better schools, even though we don't have kids.
Sure.
Because of the community. And I just want to know, like, how are we going to be affected? And then I think when we're done, I have a question for him because Jeremy's not here.
Okay.
Sure.
So
I guess I'm curious. I mean, we can talk about this offline here, but
is it on
define? I mean, when the council meeting's over, but I guess I'm curious to understand how you would define affected.
what taxes might we see? There might be a tax increase, and
But the whole
nothing.
premise of the agreement is they generate additional funds that pays for themselves. So it doesn't come
That
from
would be-
taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to be affected.
No,
I would-
it's actually
no.
going to actually improve because we're using the funds that are already provided through your taxes.
Okay.
And what we're looking to do is help to decrease the amount we're actually spending on the park right now and increase the amount of revenue that the park would actually create. So taking it from where we're spending $3 million a year to where we're only spending $2 million a year, and they're generating more to help close that gap for us.
So none of us will be affected that way.
No,
Okay,
not anyway.
That's the main question, and I'm more later.
Yeah, sure.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else who would like to speak? No, sir.
Hello, doctor.
My name's Alan Walker. I do have some questions that I don't expect answers because some of these I for.
I'm sorry. Can you give me your address? We didn't get-
3608 Flint Point Circle.
Thank you.
And I guess I'm going to start this off with what is the cost of convenience? I know we're considering placing in artificial turf fields. I do have some concerns. There is a pretty hefty upfront cost, which y'all are aware of as far as installation. There are some maintenance costs, but it is less than what you would expect with a natural field. But there are also replacement costs, some 8 to 15 years after the initial installation, which I suspect is a bit on the pricey side also. So durability, duration of the field, disposal is an issue. What do you do with an old field that you peel up and is it reusable? Is it recyclable? Where does it end up? How do we pay for disposing of it? Does it go to the landfill? There are other costs that this is where there are no answers. And I wish there were because we don't fully understand some of these other costs. Injury, potential for injury. I know, and you read through the websites and they promise, oh, we've gotten so much better and we don't cause injury anymore. Well, keep in mind that the World Cup still will not play on artificial turf. They will only play on natural grass because of injury risk. There are other health concerns. The heat. This is Alabama. Goodness knows the lower end of increased temperature on a hot field in the middle of summertime that I saw was 37 degrees. There was one article that said it went up to possibly 60 degrees higher than ambient temperature. I've been on those fields in the middle of the hot summer. It is hot. Your feet do feel it. So I am a little concerned about that, especially with this location. There are some other issues that we really don't know. There's a nice long 300-plus page article from the federal government, volatile organic compounds, VOC, emitted from the fields. How much of an impact does that have on people? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. There are forever chemicals that can be embedded in these, and it depends on the manufacturer and it depends on the lot. How much of an impact is that? I don't know. There are potential links to some serious illnesses. There's, at the state of Washington, a soccer coach that coached for 15 years. And notice their soccer kept developing cancer at a high rate. And so there's currently an investigation right now of whether or not these fields have any impact on individuals. We're not going to know that probably 15, 20, 30 years from now. So I guess my question to you is it worth the potential cost? And the answer is, I don't know. But it is certainly something for y'all to keep in mind as we proceed down this path. And it is a little worrisome to have these particular types of chemicals. There is a leach out from the fields into the environment as well. It will get into the groundwater. It will get into the Flint River down to the Tennessee River. So these are concerns, I guess, that I have that I don't have an answer for, but I think it's a valid concern. I'm not expecting an answer because I don't have an answer. But it is something before you sign a contract that says, hey, let's put a ton of artificial turf fields in, something to consider.
Yeah, thank you. I think if we decide to go down that road, we'll definitely have some meetings and discussions at city council meetings. Thank you.
May I speak to that for a quick second?
Sure.
I just want to publicly explain, because I know there's a lot of misunderstanding on social media with the delivery of what we contracted for, which is called an optimization report from the sports facility company. And in that, they made recommendations, but the recommendations are not anything that the council. No, not in any way. And that's really my point, is that they're recommendations only, and they're based on strategies that the council could adopt if we wanted to receive what they estimate as projected outcomes.
If anybody wants, I mean, I can send you links. They're easy to find online. I mean, goodness knows, we live in the day of the internet. It's easy to find information. Sometimes it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
I have an appointment with you in June, so I'll get the list then.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that'd like to speak? Yes, sir. Okay, no problem. Yes, sir.
Real quick, just a couple questions. Dan Fink, 901 Corsby. On the first item, agenda about the rezoning, which is across the street from our place. I'm just kind of curious what the process and procedure is. This is for my first time attending something like this, and my wife and I are going to be out of town for like the first half of June.
I live on 909 Barkley, right? So I'm happy to talk with you right after this is done
Okay.
and walk you through the whole thing, unless y'all want to get into it.
I can just let you know, I'm not for it. We didn't introduce it last time. We're having to introduce it now so that we can have a public hearing and probably formally deny it, but it'll be whatever they decide.
I was curious when the public hearing might be.
2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks from now.
It has already been introduced to the planning commission, and the planning commission did not recommend it.
It goes against the city's comprehensive plan.
Okay.
So, but I'm happy to walk you through it.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I do need to throw something out.
Okay.
Just today, we've had a lot of complaints about the no parking signs that we've been putting out because the Ben's paving. And if y'all will, I don't know if the public can hear me or not, but Ben gets last minute notification on these pavers coming in a lot of times, and those signs are put out to clear the roadway so that they can come in and pave. And just late this afternoon, we had people that was irate that we put those signs out, wanting to know what we were changing. So,
I think it's a small price to pay for a smooth street.
and I don't know if everybody can hear me and La La Land everywhere, but if they can, that's what the signs are for. So please, if you see those signs out, don't park there so that we can get the pavement done.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is great. People are fighting to get up here and talk.
Well, I know and I
I'm
really
sorry,
appreciate you
Colonel.
guys addressing the airport.
Sorry, Colonel.
I'm sorry, I'm Colonel Williams. I'm sorry, Brian Williams, 900 Neesmith. And
Thank you, sir.
It's a controversial subject, the airport. But seriously though, thanks guys for looking at that. I fly in there from time to time. I scared Jennifer half to death the other day coming in. It was a little sporty. But the runway is like 3,500 feet, so that's not very big, right? And whenever you start looking at the nav aids and stuff, the instructions that they send out, one of the things that says that it's like the markings are in poor condition. So I appreciate you guys looking at that and putting some emphasis on it. Anything that we can do to make that airport better, I think would make us better as a holistic community. Like right now, in my
prior volunteer job, we were looking at bedding down airplanes and stuff throughout North Alabama, and there are no hangars for rent. Zero. So, it's an opportunity for us to look at maybe in the future. I know that we just have a lot of money to spend right now. But anyway, so just something to remember. Improving the airport will bring us I would say a more holistic look at our community. So thank you very much.
And I just want to comment that we have a commitment to that and to make improvements there annually. But the biggest challenge we have right now is being landlocked. And we are working on that, but, that's going to have to take some willing sellers. And we don't have that quite yet.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Anyone else that would like to speak? Nope. If not, do I have a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Thank you, sir. This meeting's adjourned.